Sexual and gender-based violence (XGBV) is not uncommon in the Nigerian society, and women are the victims of XGBV. There are three major forms of XGBV, which are physical violence, sexual violence, and psychological violence. Physical violence is any act which causes physical harm on an individual. This could be done through beating, deprivation of liberty, and other ways. Sexual violence is the performance of a sexual act on an individual without the consent of that individual. This could be done through rape or sexual assault. Psychological violence is any behavior which causes psychological harm on an individual. This could be in the form of coercion, defamation, verbal insult, and harassment. Other forms of LGBV include female genital mutilation, forced early marriage, and marital rape. Tradition in the society is a root cause of XGBV. They place men on higher preference than women. Women are being treated as second-class citizens in the society. Some tradition even allow men to discipline their wives. Tradition also causes female genital mutilation and forced early marriage. Forced early marriage could also be caused by school closure due to Boko Haram insurgency and COVID-19. According to a report from the charity organization Girls Not Bride, 43% of Nigerian girls get married before their 18th birthday and 17% get married before their 15th birthday. Sexual and gender-based violence hinders national development because women who have suffered from one or more forms of LGBV can't add their quota to the nation's growth. Other consequences of LGBV include untimely pregnancy, sexually transmitted disease, urinary tract infection, pelvic and genital pains. Survivors of LGBV also pass through post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, anxiety, suicidal behavior, sleep disturbances, and substance misuse. They are also being stigmatized and rejected by the society. To eliminate sexual and gender-based violence, the federal government should enact laws that will protect the rights of the victims of sexual and gender-based violence. Rapists, child abusers, and those who assault women in general should be sentenced to long years in prison, and according to the gravity of their atrocities, they can even be given death sentence. There should be various programs and services provided to help the victims and survivors of XGBV. They should be taken care of, they should be encouraged. If you go to any public hospital in Nigeria, especially during the early hours of the morning, you will see young girls who have suffered from rape or any other form of gender-based violence coming to seek for medical assistance. So these health professionals should be trained to offer ultimate care to these victims. There should be linking between the health sector and also the various services and programs that is provided by the government to help the victims of LGBV. School closures should be prevented. Even if school has to close, the Ministry of Education should provide ways in which students can learn virtually. Students shouldn't be idle. Much support should be given to the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and other NGOs that carry out campaigns against sexual and gender-based violence. These campaigns should be done in all parts of the nation, especially places in which the tradition leads to the increase of sexual and gender-based violence.